What's up guys, it's your boy the Neer Miss, and I'm back to bring you guys another awesome walkthrough video, this time of the Lost Precursor City. Now this area's got 8 power cells, 7 scoutflies, and 200 precursor orbs, and it's right off to the right side as you come into Rock Village, so let's get into it. So it's just a little platform, it'll take you straight down. And this area is really easy. There's some gaps, but some time trials. It's pretty easy though. So long as you don't touch the electrified water, because that's just disappointing when that happens. So the first thing that we're gonna come do is come down and grab on this button so we can grab this little precursor orb drop. There's also a scoutfly in this area which we'll grab here in just a second. So this button will lift up some platforms, allowing you to grab this blue eco, and it should give you just enough time to get there and back. So when you're done there, hit the button again and just go ahead and skip through all of the platforms. Just like that, and boom. So here's the scoutfly I was talking about. You can deal with this guy right away if you'd like. You don't have to, it's not really necessary, but you can just kind of lead him around. But either way. Then wait for this platform, or if you're skilled enough, get it on its way out. Doesn't really matter, but either or works just fine. You can also get to it using not a boosted uppercut, but just a regular, this kind of jump if you get it in time. Crouch jump, I guess. I guess a crouch jump is a good name for that. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is just go ahead and skip right across these. I won't be getting all of the precursor orbs in this run because, well, they're pretty much all on the path anyways, so if you want, you can collect them all as you go through, which isn't too difficult either. So then when you get to this part, you should not have to jump down at all. But there is a scoutfly here. You can collect those orbs as well. If you're trying to 100% everything, then grabbing all of the precursor orbs is the way to go. There are a total of 2,000 precursor orbs in the game, 112 scoutflies, and 101 power cells. So if you just do everything and just don't go for the minimum, then you should be able to get everything pretty quick. So but what I will show you how to do is how to grab that precursor orb drop box there though. So you're going to use these little platforms to get onto this other side, and here they've got a couple of blue eco drops. I think there's 2 on top and 1 on the bottom, so 3 in total. You're going to want to grab all of those and then run all the way back over there to that little platform that's being lifted by a geyser looking type thing. Just don't do what I did, because that's not how you do it. And it's got a pretty good range, so you should be able to get it on your first try, even if you mess up a couple times. A little note though, if you leave those platforms for too long, they will actually go back to their original position. So if you're quick, you can get back on them, or you might just have to start all over from going up here. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to get that blue scoutfly all the way to the right there. It's going to pop out just right over there. If I can learn how to maneuver this. It's going to land just right over there. And that's pretty easy to get to. You can use a boosted uppercut from this first platform, I believe, in order to get it if you get the right amount of distance. But I will not be doing that because I have not fully mastered the boosted uppercut yet. So you can just position these like that, hit the button and go and grab it right quick.
Quick! Follow that pipe!
Just like that. Boom. So the next one we're gonna get is gonna be the scoutfly that's in the center, which is gonna pop out on that little green outlet there. Oh, bummer. Alright, so in order to do this, you can again position the platforms to get ready for it. And just jump back over here, pop the button, and we'll get it pretty quick like. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the power cell right here. And that is gonna pop up just over, well, there's a platform right behind this little outlet that it's gonna pop out onto. So we're gonna go and grab that. And again, it is timed with these little moving platforms that you gotta deal with. It's a little difficult, but again, you should be able to get it your first try. I'll come get that scoutfly later. No, don't do this to me. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, and that should complete it for all the stuff in this area except for the precursor orbs. Grab the scoutfly, and you are on your way. Just try not to get shocked. Okay, so with this area finished, we can go on to the next area. And this will actually lead you into subsequent areas as well. So what I recommend is in this next area, and you can deal with these guys too, it's not too big of a deal. You will probably want to keep at least one of them around because they will need to break these metal boxes if you're trying to get all the precursor orbs. But again, pretty simple. So this part, there's only one power cell in here. And you can get that pretty quick. This button will lift up some platforms that are timed, so you're going to want to do it pretty quick. And not die. Just don't die. Alright, so pop the button. Climb the bridge. I think it gives you about 15-20 seconds to get there. But you should be able to do it pretty quick. So, and then here you can either die or take them back down. It doesn't really matter. So we're not going to go down this slide just yet. We're going to actually go to the other side, this right side, where there's going to be a little, I don't know what kind of challenge you would call it, but you have to make sure that the last button you hit is the button in front of the door. So I will show you that in just a second. Although I do want to kill this guy. Get out of my way. Okay. So if you jump on these, they will turn off and on with each jump.
I think we have to switch on all those platforms or something.
So what I recommend is probably starting from one way and then heading the other ways as you see fit. I wouldn't do it the way that I'm doing it now because it's pretty inefficient, to say the least. But what you're going to want to do is probably end on either that one, this one right here, or that one right there. Those are going to be your second to last jumps that you're going to do. Again, here you could get away with using a couple of boosted jumps, but we're not going to do that right now. So I just wanted to see if I land on this one and then jump to this one, it will turn off. And you might end up having to do it all over again. But you can also just do a little roll jump or just not die. That's fine too. If you land in the water and you are unsuccessful with that, it will revert back and you'll have to start all over again. So, like I said, just go around, make sure that the last one you hit is the first one, because it'll make this a hell of a lot easier. Let's see. Grab the power cell there, and then you can go ahead and head on out, and now we can go back down that slide. Alrighty, so here we are back at the slide. Go ahead and jump down. There are quite a few precursor orbs down here, so you can go ahead and get those on your way down. Don't worry about the metal boxes, because you'll just plow right through them anyways. So when you get down here, you're probably going to want to kill all these spinny guys, because they are kind of a pain in the ass while you're trying to do this. But the point of this is to get all of these little blue things to be charged all at the same time. Okay, so the route that I would take is this one first, this one second, if I can get it, there we go. And then run up here to the little ring, grab this one. You can jump across that if you'd like. Grab this one, and then for your last one, get that one. That is the most efficient way to do it that I've found so far. And then once you get it open, you'll be able to jump in this elevator. It will take you to the surface, so I wouldn't recommend jumping in it right away. Instead, what we're gonna do is we'll come back to this at the end. But the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna jump across here. And grab the next scoutfly. Just like pow! And then that should be your last scoutfly. Oh yeah, victory dance. Alright, so then go ahead and jump down, head down to this next slide, just to the left-hand side of that scoutfly. So once you get down here, there will be a power cell right there, and you'll have to kind of platform all the way back up. There is a way to skip this little sequence, but you just can't get the power cell. So, 6 of one, half dozen of another, I guess.
Feeling about this. Jak, run! The dark eco is rising.
Thank you, Daxter. So, like I said, just platform your way up. Don't mind the obstacles. They're not too big of a deal. And there are quite a few precursor orbs in here, so if you want to grab those, I would go ahead and do it now. Because if my recollection is correct, you will not be able to come back to this room. And it's pretty hard not to get them all anyways because of the blue eco use, etc, etc. So when you get all the way up, jump to the bounce pad and you will be bounced back up to this area where there is another power cell, so you can grab that right away. and then you'll exit right where we went to that first slide at. So I will meet you guys back down at the elevator that I told you about earlier. So once you're back in this elevator, go ahead and hit the button. And just for a reminder, this was the elevator or submarine type thing that we unlocked by charging up all of the little blue things with the blue eco. So you could just hop out and go and grab the power cell.
You raised a piece of the underwater ruins to the surface. It seems you can use eco in ways we've never seen before. A power cell surfaced with the room. Climb up there and get it.
Just don't miss the jump though. Alright, and that does it for all of the power cells in the Lost Precursor City. Next time, we will be doing Bogey Swamp, which is just through this area right over here with those little pontoon platform things right there. So, I'll catch you guys in the next episode, but until then, I will see y'all later.